Bruins win 5-1 to the against the Buffalo Sabres. Welcome back to Into the Den. I am your host, Jay Freeman, and some of you might be thinking, "Whoa, new backdrop." Yeah, I am. I am home for. I am back away from the claustrophobic confines of my college dorm and back in my own home. But that is not what we are here for. We are here for a happy 23rd birthday to the Bruins starting goalie for tonight, Jeremy Swain. And what they were talking about, what Jack and Andy were talking about tonight was that the Bruins are starting 9-6, 9-6 and now. That's a decent record. The problem is they're starting 9-6 and now against teams that really are not that great. The only convincing win they've had against a team that looks playoff ready has been in that game against that win against Florida with in a shootout. And I mean, who else have they? I mean, they've lost to Florida. They lost to Carolina. They lost to Edmonton, Calgary, Toronto. They freaking lost to Toronto. But yeah, they. This was, and especially after Sunday's abysmal loss to Calgary, this was definitely a game that they needed to win, and it was, and lucky for them, they were going against Buffalo, and Aaron Dell. I mean, Aaron Dell's not a bad goalie, but we're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it at the start of period one. I'm asking, why is Jeff Skinner back on the top line and in Buffalo? I mean, sure, with Reinhardt and freaking Eichel gone, you're not, and also with Hall gone, we're definitely gonna get into that later on, but with those two gone, and sure, you're not gonna have as much talent on the top line, but Buffalo, you have Victor Olofsson, you have Zemgus Jorgensen, you have freaking Dylan Cousins. So you can put any of them on the top line. Just don't put Jeff Skinner on the top line because he doesn't deserve it. It looks sort of like a back and forth game at first, and then Jakob Zaboril gets two in the box for cross checking, and I didn't know that Buffalo had scored the power play goal, and like had scored 3 power play goals, I think, in their last 2 games or something like that. And that shot them all the way up to 11th in the entire league in power play percentage. And then Boston has killed 18 of their last 19 on penalty kill, and they actually look really aggressive and almost get a shorthanded goal on penalty kill. But for the entire first period, and I'm seeing that Buffalo is holding the puck a lot, and they're getting a lot of possession time, but sort of in the Toronto sense, where they're holding it, they're passing it, they're passing it, they're going around the perimeter over and over again. They're not putting it on net until Pasternak and Marshy just completely fail to on an odd man rush breakaway. Kyle Oposo takes it the other way and completely Bill Buckner's Patrice Bergeron, just uh, just puts it right through his legs. Swayman can't react, and yeah, maybe Jeremy Swayman does not have X-sway vision, and because that ends up putting Buffalo up 1-0, and I'm like, really? And then Bergeron redeems himself not long afterward. The Bruins finally freaking win a havoc in front of the other team's net. Within 5 minutes 31 seconds of a post, within 5 minutes 31 seconds, the Bruins have put up 4-1, and one of them. And hey, freaking Mike Riley ended up getting one, and Coyle ended up getting a pretty nice one, and that ended up actually breaking the camera in the back of the net. Thankfully, Coyle is not getting charged for damages there, but. After giving up 4 goals in 5.5 minutes, at the start of the second period, Buffalo pulls Aaron Dell, and they put it in Dustin Tokarski, someone I didn't know was in the league at all, and I didn't know had been in the league for as long as he has been, and but I did know that Nick Foligno loves to play pretty mucky, and him going tit for tat with Colin Miller and fucking his shit up pretty easily. It was the highlight of it was easily the highlight of the night. It was easily one of the highlights of the night, because we're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into quite possibly the biggest highlight. Derek Forbort, an attempt to stop John Hayden from trying to score. Sixes tries to get his stick in between Hayden's legs and to try and bat the puck away. Unfortunately, that ends up in a penalty shot for Buffalo, and I'm just like, oh shit, man, and but hey, I find even more justification that Jeremy Swayman is breakaway proof, because I did not. I mean, sure, a lot of players don't really do well on. A lot of players don't have like a freaking 50% in penalty shot or freaking shootout percentage, but still, Swayman in there, I'm like, I'm a little bit like, okay, this is a bit shaky, but the Bruins, but Swayman, oh my gosh, the dude actually did it. The dude stopped the freaking puck on the penalty shot. Bruins Sabres from there exchanged some lazy shots, and lazy opportunities, and we got it too. I want to say the Bruins at the in the first period, it outshot Buffalo 22-8, and then at the end of two, it was 28-22 in terms of shot. It's for Boston, and so Boston definitely felt like Boston was playing more of a defensive game on the in the second half, or in the second period, or maybe they were just slugging gas. But at the same, it was Buffalo, so I can't really tell. The difference, because let's face it, Boston at their worst is still better than Buffalo at their best. But in the first 10 minutes of the third period, Buffalo doesn't even get a shot on goal. Well, they go 10 minutes without a single shot being being recorded, and Boston outshoots them 12-0 in that time. And then another, and then something that is that honestly I'm a bit shaky on and happens. Zemgus Jurgensen gets a 5-minute major and game misconduct for boarding Charlie McAvoy. I like McAvoy. He absolutely put himself in a position to be hurt there. Am I saying that it was good that he got hurt? Absolutely not. It is never good that he got hurt. That any player gets hurt, unless maybe it's like Tom Wilson, but you didn't hear that from me. But McAvoy probably knows better than to put himself in that dangerous of a situation. And I'm just hoping to God that that he comes out of it okay. But he looked very dinged up, and I'm hoping to God that he does not have a concussion or anything. But that's a 5-minute major, and it leads to the last goal of the game, with Taylor with Charlie Coyle dangling the hell out of Buffalo's defense just to bait them over to him, putting it in the middle for Smith to take to put a clear pass to Hall, and Hall is able to rip it in from the face-off circles to make it 5-1. And since the 5-minute major happened at a time where when it ends, they would and since the 5-minute major happens at a time where when it ends there would be a minute 14 left on the clock, there's not really any point to pull Tokarski, and also Boston's keeping it in Buffalo's end, and so and nothing else really happens for the rest of the game. And Buffalo doesn't pull Tokarski, and Boston ends up winning 5-1, outshooting them 47-25. Oh my God, they almost the Sabres almost let them 50 shots at home. But us, but this was definitely a bounce back game for the Bruins, and although I mean it's the Sabres, so great on the curve, I guess. But this tomorrow, I guess today, since I'm recording this at 12:45 in the morning of today, I guess, is Thanksgiving, and I just want to say that I'm thankful to everybody that watches this. I know there's not too much of a there's not really a massive viewer base here, but I still want to say that I'm thankful for those of you that are. I still want to say that I'm thankful for those of you that stick around to hear me ramble about and be angry about the Bruins all the freaking time. I've sort of been dealing with some stuff, and so has my family, and being able to escape to hockey has always been good, and doing this is very much a joy, and I couldn't have done it. I wouldn't keep doing it if I didn't like doing it, and I'm glad to know that there's still some people that still will decide that they want to keep listening to me. So thank you all for continuing to watch, And I think that is it for today's episode. Thank you all so much for watching. Click like if you like, click subscribe if you really like, and have a happy Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving uh, and have a good rest of your day, evening, night, whatever time of the day you're watching this. Peace out.